What's up, Facebook Live? This is your boy CT3. I'm so excited that you decided to do another Tuesday Moments of Clarity with your boy. I appreciate you so much. Um, we have a special guest today. It's my boy from another mother, from my hometown state of Mississippi. We go back like fat kids and cake and grilled cheese sandwiches and all that cool stuff. WC, Class 95, all that cool stuff. So we're going to have some great conversations today. So I'm just excited to have my boy Elton Pope in the building today. We're going to talk about all the cool things that he's doing in the entertainment industry. So stay tuned on this moments of this episode of Moments of Clarity. Let's go. Pope, man, how are you, bro?
Hey, doing great, man. How you doing, Tubbs?
Man, I am great, man. It's so good to see you, man. How you been, bro?
Hey, man, been good, man. Been just working, man. And I gotta start the interview out with, you got your two best baritones over here. The choir, baby. I'll never forget it, man. Hey, that was some good experiences, bro.
Bro, we was working that baritone department, man. We was working that thing, Doc. Hey, we was holding it down.
You was the truth, man. I still say I ain't seen a guy hit a note like that. I'm like, man, this guy can sing.
Man, we used to have so many good times, man, at WC, man. Those were great days, man. A lot of cool people, man. And I'm so glad that we got a chance to connect while we were in high school. And we've been cool ever since, man. There's so much that's happened with you. Obviously, since high school, so much has happened with me since high school, man. So I'm just glad we got the opportunity to connect and talk about those things today.
Absolutely, bro. Thanks for the invite, man.
Man, that's what's up, man. So since high school, you so when did you start your business?
Man, I started when I actually it was one of those businesses that I didn't even plan to start. I got into it just by chance. One of my best friends, he was an NFL football player. His name was Fred Smoot, which was one of my college teammates. Played ball with him, and he had made it to the NFL. It was his birthday. And he was like, man, I want to do a comedy show. I want to do this entertainment for my birthday. So I was like, he was going to do the event as being free. So I looked at him and I'm like, man, if you're going to spend this type of money, man, you might as well try to recoup some of it and make some money off of it. So, man, we did a comedy show. Yeah, we did a comedy show at first, man. It was at the convention center in Jackson. And I was green, so I didn't know how to contact any of the comedians. I'm just going off of who I think would be a good show. And I end up calling this agency out of New York. And, man, they robbed us blind, meaning they double charged us. That was just a learning lesson for me to do it yourself. Almost like the Home Depot. You got to do it yourself, you know?
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, Chris, I'm trying to work through it right now. It's so echo, so they can hear it. We'll figure it out. We're going to get through the interview. So that's cool. So you got that experience. You tried working with someone, and that didn't work, and that sort of kind of sparked the idea for you to do it on your own.
Absolutely.
That's what's up, man. So when did you start it? What year was it?
Man, we actually started, it was around 2011, I would say. And it was just one of those things that we started from the living room, from the kitchen table, man. And I started seeing the possibility of it because in Mississippi, it was almost like a dry market. Nobody was doing comedy. It was one of those forms of entertainment that wasn't oversaturated. So I felt like it was one of my best opportunities to actually bring a new form of entertainment to this side of the map.
That's what's up, man. That's pretty dope. And that's necessity is always the mother of invention.
Absolutely.
You maximize that thing when you saw something that was there, you jumped into it, and it's a cool time. So tell me about your production company. Tell me about some of the things that you guys do.
Man, we manage the new era of comedy, meaning all these guys have their own different talents. They're viral in their own rights. They have a ton of supporters, a ton of fans. They can move on their own. I almost consider myself putting together X-Man of comedy because all these guys are unique in their own way. They have their own superpower. So what my marketing and my management company does is we focus on developing them and making them a full comedian. We take them from the videos, we put them on stage. We work on stage plays, we work on movies. We make them the complete comedian after they sign with us, and we put veteran comedians around them. And we only go make everybody work, make everybody go for the best, and that's what we do. We try to bring up everybody with them. Even the comedians that's on the tour with them, they getting tons of followers. They got next because that's our system. We found a pipeline. We run everybody through the pipeline. Don't anything change, and it's been successful.
Man, that's pretty dope, Pope. So it's pretty much like an incubator.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so you get these raw talent individuals, you develop them, and then you build a platform for them.
Absolutely.
Man, dude, we are both Professor Charles out in these streets.
Hey, man, I've been seeing you too. I'm like, I know it's got to be a way we can work together.
Absolutely, man. It is one and done, bro. I do the very same thing through my coaching. I coach creators, I coach artists, and that's just it. The idea is to develop them to obviously become the best version of themselves personally, but then creatively. And then, obviously, with some of the things that I produce, create those platforms for them to show off their goods, man. That's pretty much what I do in real life, bro.
Absolutely.
So we real life superheroes out in these streets.
That's what it is.
So Elton, tell me some of the creatives that you work with.
Man, I work with the next big thing, Kerwin Claiborne. Man, he is one of those guys. He is very talented. He is original, and he makes his own content. He has a ton of followers. He's easy to work with. He wants to do it, and he's just a great joy to work with. Another guy that I love working with is Darren Fleet. Darren Fleet is another guy. Darren Fleet is young. Darren Fleet's like 28, 29 years old, can sit up and do 45 minutes of comedy as a traditional headliner. I'm very excited about his future. Darren just signed a streaming deal on ICTV. He's working his own. He's wrote his own content. His own talk show is called Let's Rant. It's gonna be awesome. You need to go get to ICTV and check that out. He's got next. Another guy, his name is Tim Bay. He's from Houston, Texas. He has over 800, 900,000 followers. He's another one. His tour launches in Dallas, Texas at the Hyena Comedy Club November the 7th. So y'all be on the lookout for that. And I'm also working with Funny Marco. Funny Marco is the guy who does the Walmart skits. And man, he has been doing great. And another guy that I'm very excited about, he's been in the lab working. We've been trying to develop him to make him a stand-up comedian, which is TCI Killier. TCI Killier is very talented. Man, he has Instagram and Facebook on lock. Him and Kerwin are kind of like similar, but they're different. And I'm just waiting on him to develop so we can put him out there, because I have all the faith in the world that he's going to sell out also.
Man, so all those guys you named, man, are crazy hilarious. And all of them are unique in their own way, man. So that's great. That's a testament to you that you're able to attract these unique individuals, coach them, and get them ready for the main stage. That's pretty dope, bro.
Man, I appreciate it, man. And like I said, I take my hat off to the comedians, because, man, it's a lot of work, man. You know, to walk into a room, get on stage, and somebody's feeling the way they feeling, and to be able to make them laugh, man, that's a lot of hard work, man. So I take my hat off to them, and I just say, man, in 2021, because 2020 has been rough with the COVID, as you know, man, we've been having to maneuver around and just find a way to make it. But, man, you know, it's been going good. We're back out touring. We're taking our precautions. We're hitting states. We're doing our own productions, and it's successful. You know,
that's dope, bro. I follow all those guys without even knowing that you work with them. But that TC is so crazy, especially when he does that Diane.
Yeah,
and he does that.
Yeah,
I can't take it, bro. It's so silly, man. So that's great, man. And to have that comedian gift is unique all by itself. I actually want to do a series that I'm working on for my podcast, and it's called Find the Funny. And you and I obviously go back, and we used to crack jokes all the time.
Absolutely.
And so it makes sense that you'll be developing these guys because you got that little silly old you. So that's great, man.
Absolutely.
That's great. So what do you start? So when you see a creative that's doing their thing, you see the potential, then do you reach out to them or do they reach out to you? And then how does that coaching process work?
It's either or. Like I said, sometimes certain moves just make sense, and sometimes the guys reach. They look what I'm doing with Kerwin, they look what I'm doing with Darren, so they hit me up and they say, "Hey, man, I want to work with you." And then sometimes I'm up at 3, 4 in the morning, combing through Instagram trying to find the next best thing. So like in this industry, we don't never sleep. So we're always to the street. We always looking for the next best thing. We always trying to develop the guys that we got, take them to the next level. So it's just one of them things, man, that if you're viral, if you're not viral, we even take people and build them. I got people who are not viral on my team that they're funny and they do what they're team players, and we put them on big stages with these guys, and they grow their followers, and in hopes of in a year or two they're in the next position, moving up.
That's what's up. So in this game, who has been like a good inspiration to you? I know Stan Lathan obviously is one, but who inspires you to keep doing this?
Man, to be honest with you, Carlos Miller, J.J. Williamson, Marvin Hunter, it's Steve Brown, K-Dub. It's the veteran comedians that took me under their wing when I first started and showed me the game. And them guys right now, I still reach out. We still talk to. They still teach me stuff about the game that I never knew. Another guy who's taught me the management game is Gary Abido. Gary Abido managed Country Wayne, Just Hilarious, Earthquake. He's managed all those guys. He owns the Atlanta Comedy Theater. Man, Gary is if you listen to him, you can learn a lot, and you have to, and that's on you. If when a millionaire is talking, I listen because I want to be the next millionaire. So,
that's right.
Man, that's just I just listen to people who've been in the game, who's a veteran, who has that veteran tag, and I have no problem with humbling myself and taking that advice from them.
That's good stuff, bro. So Marvin Hunter is just great.
Man, believe it or not, man, Marvin is the reason I got the Heart of the City showcase in Jackson. I was cutting my grass one day, man, and you gotta realize at the time that I got this showcase, I wasn't where I was professionally. So, man, I was cutting my own grass. It was about 6 in the evening. I see a California number. I'm like, man, it's a bill collector. I ain't finna answer that. And then when I answer it, it's Kevin Hart people, because Marvin Hunter said, hey, this guy here in Mississippi can get it done. And they called me. So shout out to Marvin Hunter, man. Shout out to the home team. I owe you a meal, bro.
That's what's up. That's what it's all about. Making those connections. And those connections, I tell people all the time, your network is your net worth. Yeah, so a lot of times it's not about having all the money. It's just about having the right connections, and you can make some power moves on your connections alone.
Absolutely.
So good job, man. That's awesome for doing that. Tell me, my mom just said you look like Kevin Hart. She had to take a second look.
Hey, I need Kevin Hart money, so
that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Come through with the Kevin Hart.
I'm telling you.
So tell me about a life lesson that you've learned that's helped you to be able to manage these creatives and help develop them for the main stage. Tell me something that you've learned that helps them to get followers and such things.
Man, what I learned is just be consistent on social media and don't wait for anybody to approve you. Man, a lot of times we sit back and we sleep on our ideas, or we don't put something out because we're afraid we're going to get judged, or they might not like this, or somebody might say something about this. And it's really about you. You got to put the content out there that you believe in. If you believe in that content, everything is going to be all right. That's the problem with artists. We get caught up in what everybody else feels, that they're not following their gut instinct. So I teach my artists to throw all that out the window and make the stuff for you. If you make it for you, your fans gonna like it, because all my artists are doing them. That's their natural self,
Right.
and that's what their fans like. Is they're like realists. They like people. The days of see the comedy, and the reason we call ourselves the new era of comedy is because it's nothing against the veteran comedians. We love the veteran comedians, but comedy is one of those industries. You can look, and I'm sure you can see the comedians who've been on top 10 years ago. They're still on top right now. It's just because it's one of them stagnant industries. So my company and my artists, we're here to change that. We're here to give the people that you see on social media every day, the people that do everyday things that you can relate to, we want to bring them and put them on stage because we know you can relate to that comedy.
That's real. That's good, man. That is really, really good. So you're developing creatives and developing artists so they can be prepared for the main stage, be prepared for social media. I love that, man. We're doing the same. It's crazy. And so from the artist standpoint, who's probably someone that you've worked with that is probably, and it's hard, I know it's hard to say the funniest person, because everybody has their unique strength in comedy. Who's somebody that you work with that's like you can't even stand to be around because they just take you through just in conversation?
Bottom line, Carlos Miller. Hey, man, there is no way I'm telling you right now, Carlos Miller is one of them guys. He's naturally funny. It crosses over on stage. He's a hard worker. I've seen this guy do an hour of comedy without trying. And wow. I mean, he is a natural. He is a joy to be around, and he's real. I can call him right now, and we're going to talk. We're going to talk like he's not out here making $1 million a year, So, he's just a good guy. He's a humble guy. He's from Tupelo, Mississippi, too. So that may be a reason why he's so humble and, he's so easy to work with. But he's just a great guy, and I do believe he got next. I do believe you're going to see a lot from Carlos Miller, more than you're seeing from him now.
That's dope, man. And I would agree with you, man. I would say some of the best people come from Mississippi, bro. We were just raised right. That we raised with a love of humility and respect. And so I still to this day say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, to people that's older than me, than people that's younger than me. So that's a credit to my parents. So Carolyn Tubbs, I salute you, Queen, and my pops, Charlie Tubbs, for raising us right.
And man, when I think about it, you always just been a respectful, humble, good dude, man. Even when I was like in the choir, man, we was, when we first got in there, we took it. It was funny to me and Robert Miller, man. Rest in peace to one of my best friends, Robert Miller. Man, it didn't get serious until we got into the competition. Then it's like, we got to do this Ave Maria, man. Hey, don't nobody want to lose, man. So we in there trying to sing it, bro. But man, that taught me a lot, man. A lot of, I was one of them people that didn't put too much into singing because I just didn't think that it was a lot of work, man. But in choir, it's very much a lot of work. It's very much, it's you gotta work at it, man. So my hat goes off to y'all, man, because hey, I can't hold a note now, but you can't let me tell it, because if you let me tell it, I'm one of the best baritones in the state.
Let's go, bro.
Yes, sir.
Man, we had so much fun in high school, man. And I'll say this. I appreciate Warren Central for being as diverse as it was.
Absolutely.
I still have friends of all races that I went to school with in high school, and that's a testament to the diversity of our school. And I can appreciate that, and I can appreciate those relationships to this day, man. So as I'm gonna flip it a little bit. So as a black man in America, 2020, how are you doing?
Man, I'm doing good. Man, I'm optimistic, but I'm a little worried because I got 3 sons that I got to raise up. Yep. So, man, I'm just looking at everything, man, and I'm just looking at them, man, hoping that they have the type of personality that I have to deal with certain situations. Man, you know, we've all dealt with racism. We've all, you know what I mean? But you can't let that define you because everybody's not racist. Like you said, just like you said, we went to Warren Central. I have numerous friends that from diverse races. You know what I mean? So I give the person, I'm not really on a face value. I'm all about the heart, you know, how you think and how you move. So I don't really put anything in the face value. It's how you treat a person.
That's right.
I'm willing to work with anybody and anybody, man. You know, I try to just be upbeat. I know it's discrimination. I know it's racism, but at the same time, I'm not out here looking for it. I'm out here going for it. You know what I mean? We'll deal with that on a day-by-day basis when it comes to us, you know?
That's it. That's real, man. And I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? And so I let people come the way they come. And I respect people. And I'm good until they make me not good.
Right.
And then I got a nice check your attitude right there to go.
Right.
Well, I'll get you right, bro.
Absolutely.
But yeah, man. So I think everything we do is dope, man. And what you're doing is revolutionary in a lot of ways. One, because laughter is healing, man. And so to be able to help people to tap into that creative bent, it's a bent. It really is a mental creative bent that you gotta have just to be naturally funny. Everybody don't have that. If everybody had it, obviously the world would be in a better place, obviously. And so that's one thing that brings us all together. And so, I mean, hats off to you for deciding to bet on you.
Hey, appreciate it, man. And you know what? It took me a lot of uncertainty because I was working a full-time job, man, and I was trying to make ends meet. But what was happening was I was cheating myself, and meaning, you know, I was letting my 40 hours a week control how high I fly, and so I just knew that I got to focus on Carpe Diem Management and making it the next big company. So I took that leap of faith, man, and God, and He ain't gonna let me down, and I just been flying ever since, and I'm just gonna, you know, just stay on the road, on the path that He called me on. And we're gonna keep moving, you know.
And that's what it is. It's a faith walk, and it's a walk that's blind, but it's confident at the same time because you know you have support. And if nobody else, God got your back. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's real rap, bro. So that's dope, man. So tell me about a life lesson. And I may have asked this question before, but as you are coaching people, tell me about a life lesson that you've learned in the business that you try to over communicate to your artists.
Business, never personal. I always communicate that to my people. You can't look at the next person wave. Everybody wave different. You know, a lot of times you got comedians say, well, he doing 1,000 people here. I'm only doing 200 here. You can't worry about that. You got to worry about your wave and continue to build you. Your time coming. So you got to move like your time is coming. You got to move in a manner that's confident, and you can't worry about what the next person doing.
Right. And I tell people, move like your time is now.
Yeah.
So not like it's coming, it's already here. So move that way.
Yeah.
Walk like a boss, talk like a boss. You know, move that way. Move in silence, and don't let everybody into all your ideas, but move in silence, move in confidence, and always bet on you. Always bet on black, baby.
Absolutely.
That's what's up, man. So what are you working on now? What are some projects that you have right now that you're working on?
We got a stage play coming, and we got a movie coming. I'm personally writing a movie script right now.
Bro, we need to collab on that.
Hey, I'm open.
That's what I do.
Hey, say less. I'm open to it, and I'm and I'm serious.
Me too.
That because I'm on the podcast. I'm serious. I'm ready to do it.
This is what I do in life, Doc.
And I'm gonna send you over a trailer that we worked on, so you can see the concept that we're doing. But yeah, man, we got some big things from Kerwin coming. Darren Fleet has the ICTV. Don't sleep on Darren. Darren is a very talented brother. Timbe got next. You're gonna see a stage play with all these guys in one, and I promise you, you're gonna love it. It's gonna be one of those comedy drama type things, but it's gonna be good.
Dude, my head is, I got so many ideas right now. We're going to chop up when this thing's over with.
Okay.
That's crazy. So one of our classmates is in the building, Kevin Prentice. What's up, Kevin?
Hey. The guy, listen, SEC Hall of Famer. Y'all better stop playing, man.
Kevin
SEC
Prentice.
Hall of Fame player right there, man.
Hey man, so are you in contact with any of the other players from football or
man, absolutely, man. I keep in touch with. It's almost like one of those things, man. That's a brotherhood. So when you go through football, man, it's blood, sweat, and tears. There, you're gonna keep up with certain people, man. If it ain't no more than a text via social media, I keep up with a lot of my brothers, man. From junior high school all the way to 4-year university. That's just been, that's been the blessing. When you play football, you come up with an extended family, and those are my brothers. So I never lose contact with those guys.
That's real, man. So man, tell me about a silly memory that you may have from WC, and we got millions of them, obviously.
Hey, man.
So let's talk about some silly.
Hey, you already know. I still remember Mr. Nunnally when he smelled that chocolate on somebody eating up in the choir rehearsal, man. That man can smell a Hershey bar on the third row back there, man. Hey, you know how I go, man. You know how I go. And, hey, I never forget too. We ran that RTC. That RTC was something else, man.
Man, that's so much. Well, we have so much great history, man. WC man was making us, and little did they know they were making us into great men. And so I'm forever grateful. And anytime I go home, I try to go back and just say hey to people at school and just try to reconnect as much as possible because I appreciate those years, man. So many great friendships, so many great relationships that I still have to this day. So that's what's up.
And WC, I say one thing that was the hidden rule that helped me be better than anything there, and that was Miss Lyles and that paddle. Because, man, I did not know that you could be in the 12th grade, and I had tears come to my eyes. She'll be like, hey, you want to get suspended or you want the corporal punishment? Man, let me get my licks. And let me go about my business. Man, Miss Lyles will bring tears to your eyes with that paddle, man. Yes, sir.
That Miss Lyles was lighting us up.
Lighting us up, man. Yes, sir.
I mean, I would do it with a straight face, like what? Say something. That's cool, man. Do you remember those choir trips, bro?
Man, the best.
The
best, bro. The best.
Oh my God. That is great. So I appreciate you, Elton, one, for not falling into the norm. Because it's easy for us. Obviously, we go to school, we go to college, we get into our career, and people don't realize sometimes that can be a trap. I always try to encourage people that your 9 to 5 is, especially when you have the entrepreneur bug, it is just designed to fund your dreams. That's it.
Right.
And I know a lot of people that are working 9 to 5s, and they have the entrepreneur bug, but they're scared to bet on themselves. And what you realize, what you figured out, and what I figured out a long time ago, that's the best bet.
That's the best
because I'm not gonna let me down. I'm not gonna let my family down. I'm gonna bust my butt. I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to make sure that this is successful. So I applaud you, King, for doing that, betting on you.
Hey, I applaud you too, man. You doing the same thing, and
that's what it's all about.
Make some big moves together.
Yeah, that's what we do, man. So I have one question for you. So during this process where there's so much civil unrest in this country, what do you do to unplug? Because we all need to do that.
Man, honestly, I get with my wife and my kids, and we go on family vacation. We so far away from the BS. You know what I mean? When that stuff goes on, I try to make lifetime memories. So we try to, like, every Christmas or every Thanksgiving, we might not do it every year, but we go places. We chill out. We take our vacations. We take our me time. We take our trips that we never been to. So we just unplug, man. You know, and you know this, being an entrepreneur, man, we work harder than anybody. So I'm not up on the news like I used to be. I'm not on the football like I used to be, the sports, because I'm working. So a lot of times, man, I just unplug, man, and we just go to the beach or we just go somewhere and we chill out. And that's how I unplug, and that's how I come back to refresh and restart. I be with my family, with my wife, and we gonna take our little vacation and we gonna chill.
And we got to do that. We got to do that.
Absolutely.
It is so important to, just as much as we dive in heavy, hard into our work, that we work hard. It's important that we play even harder. So when I'm unplugging, I wild all the way out, as much as possible, as much as possible, as much as I need to, and then I get back to the work. So it's important that we live that life of balance where we are working hard, but then obviously unplugging to enjoy life, to enjoy the fruits of our labor, to enjoy our family. So all that's a win-win, bro. That's what we need to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So do you have other like production companies that you partner with to pull some things off as you guys are taking these tours around?
Man, you know, right now we hadn't. Right now it's all Carpe Diem. It's no federal money, no loans. It's straight out deposit, independent, black owned. We doing our thing, and that's how we like to keep it. But we do work with the mainstream comedy clubs. We do work with the Funny Bones and the Improv. Shout out to Dave for giving me all our dates and believing in us. Giving Curvin the dates, Darren Fleece the dates, but nobody believed in us. You gave us the dates. We sold those dates out, and that was 3 years ago, and we still touring right now. So thank you, Dave, from the Funny Bone and the Improv. I owe you, bro.
That's real rap, man. So I love that you keep it black on, keep that black dollar circulating in our community. That's dope. That's what it's all about. So someone that aspires to do what you do, what's some advice that you would give them?
Just do it. Just do it. Stop waiting on people. You know, one thing that I learned about is, and it's kind of reluctant and it's kind of sad, is that people of our race, if you go to another person in the same profession and you ask them how can you become better, they won't tell you, because it's in hopes of they're afraid of what you may become bigger than them. So I try not to be that way. I try always, if somebody call me and say, hey, man, I need to know this, I'm giving that to them. You know what I mean? Because, you know, man, just like it's McDonald's, it's Burger King. Just like it's Burger King, it's Crystal. Just like it's Crystal, it's Sonic, the Backyard Burger. Everybody winning. Wendy's, everybody winning. So that's what I look at, man. I try to be a pick-me-up from anybody who needs it and a shoulder to lean on, because I didn't have those shoulders. I had to learn from trial and error. But what happened was those veteran comedians, they took me under their wing. So I have to look at that and take these next guys under my wing in order to keep this comedy circuit strong.
That's dope, man. You're paying it forward.
Yes, sir.
And that's what it's all about. I try to encourage people, creatives, there really is enough room for all of us to eat.
Absolutely.
I ain't got to ever pull you down. I ain't got to ever try to close no opportunities or no doors for you. There's really enough room for all of us to eat. So if I can open a door for opportunity up for you, man, I'm going to open that door wide as possible. Because that's me paying it forward for people that have opened wide doors for me. And so that's one of the ways I've remained successful. I don't have that crowd mentality. I want to see everybody win. Because all of us have the potentiality to be great, and I want to see everybody win.
Absolutely.
So speak to that. Why is having that attitude important?
Man, it's because it's karma. You're gonna get out what you put out. You're gonna get back what you put out, man. And that's you look at life, man. That's what it is. If you be dirty to somebody, dirty gonna come back on you. You know, so it's just all about the karma, man. Karma don't never make a mistake. So you always you gonna get out the energy. You're gonna get back the energy that you put out. So I always put out positive. You know, I always put out positive. If you're around me, I'm gonna make. If you working with me, it ain't nobody starving. Everybody eating.
That's right.
Having no money issues. Everybody around us doing what we gotta do, because that's what is expected. That's what the goal is. You know.
Right. And that's how you build community, bro. That's how you build community, and I think that's something that hinders the black community a lot. Is this crowd mentality? Constantly trying to pull each other down, and we ain't got to do that.
Right.
It's enough room. It's for over 7 billion people on the planet.
Yep.
You trying to tell me that all of us can't get some of that money? Come on, man. We can all eat together. So I try to look out for as many people as possible, only because I know somebody's going to look out for me. And I just try to live my life that way. Even though some people don't always look out for me like I look out for them, that don't make me bitter. It actually makes me better. I'll do it all the more. Because I realize ultimately God has my back. And the right doors for me will open at the right time. And so I just try to celebrate people and open as many opportunities. Pope, you there?
I'm here.
Yeah, I love what you said about just doing it. Because that's what people need to do. Just do it. Don't allow anything to hinder you from following your dreams.
That's it.
So speak to that. Why is that important? So what was the thing in you that snapped? That you said, oh, no, I got to do this. Hands down.
Man, I think it was when I got the contract at the Lady Luck in the Ameristar Casino in Vicksburg to do comedy. When that came through, because I was in Vicksburg, and everybody was like, man, the casino's not gonna let you do this and do that. Well, I got a contract at both of them, and I started taking it serious at that time because I seen the amount of money that was coming in. So I told myself, like, man, whatever I'm gonna do. And it was times I hit rough patches. Like, believe me, I was doing shows with my wife. Like, y'all ain't making no money. Like, this a hobby. You ain't making no money, but you gotta stay the course. You know what I mean? And with her help and support, that's how I stayed the course. Because it was a lot of shows that came, man. I mean, I'm trying to do the shows and I'm out my budget. You know what I mean? So my wife gotta say, hey man, nah, we good. This is what God calling you to do, we gonna do it. So that's what happened, man. And everything took off. Like I say, you put God first, man, your family, everything gonna be good, man.
That's what it's all about, man. I think we've said so much positive stuff on this particular podcast. So many things that I'm echoing that Pope has said. You definitely have to bet on you. Bet on you. Trust that you got the goods and you got to walk big because you are big right now. Each one of us, man, have our own uniqueness and abilities. Walk in that stuff, man. Don't let anybody intimidate you. You're only in competition with yourself.
Yep.
That's the revelation I got, Pope. When I realized that I'm only competing against me, oh man, I'll make sure that I win every time.
Absolutely.
Because outside of me, there is no competition. Nobody can do what I do. That ain't arrogance. That's just real.
That's fact. Right.
Nobody can do what you do like you do it. That ain't arrogance. That's real rap. So tell me what this Carpe Diem means. I know, but in case our audience doesn't know.
Carpe Diem means seize the day.
Yep.
That means we seize the day. Period. No excuses. At that present point in time, we going after what we want. And that's what that means. Stop wasting time. Stop wasting minutes. Go after it now. Make the most of that present time that you're in right now.
Right now.
Absolutely, man. And that's why I named Carpe Diem. That's why we came up with Carpe Diem Management, because it was exactly what we were going to do.
Hope, are you there?
I'm here.
Yeah, something weird with this connection. But you're spot on. There's no time like the present. So bust a move now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's real rap, man. So you got quite a few projects that you're working on. How many artists are on your management roster?
Right now we got 5 to 6 solid. and I want to perfect them. So before I move on, unless it's somebody that I feel that's the next LeBron James of comedy, I'm gonna perfect these guys that I'm with because I'm a firm believer of you got to take care of the people that's with you first before you can move on. A lot of times people bite off too much then they can chew, and then they suffer. They go to cutting corners. Where here we're not cutting no corners. We got the remedy. We got the recipe. We gonna stay with the recipe. We know what it takes, and we just gonna do that with all these guys so they grow, and then we gonna move to the next ones. You know.
Gotcha. So 2021, you working on a tour?
Absolutely, a couple of tours. We got Tim Bay's tour. We got Darren Fleet's Let's Rent tour, and of course we got Curvin Claiborne, These White Folks Crazy tour. So that, so that's what we on. But we're working on a movie, man. It's gonna be a movie and a stage play. We're gonna produce it. It's gonna be great. It's gonna have all those guys in it, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm personally starting writing on that right now. And,
that's gonna be so dope.
And I'm gonna get with you, man. I'm telling you, we're gonna make it happen. So be ready.
Dude, that's the lane I lived in for a while. I've had some successful productions that have sold out here in California. And all theater, all plays, and people love it. And people, I had a couple guys on my podcast a couple weeks ago, and they was like, man, we can't wait till this Rona stuff is over, man. So we need some more of them plays you got, bro. I hope you're right. I hope you're right. I'm like, yeah, I got some act right for y'all. We coming.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to working with you on that. That's dope. That's the lane I lived in. And so that's really dope. So where's some areas, where's some cities that you're touring to?
Oh man, we're in Louisville, Kentucky, Indianapolis. Man, we're in Birmingham, Alabama. We're in Sikeston, Missouri. We're in Orlando, Florida. Man, we actually had L.A., but that was before the Rona, so it got canceled. So we're looking forward to going back out there, man. We did Pleasanton, California. Okay. We did there before. We did Sacramento, California before. Those shows turned out great. Actually, we flew into San Fran, man. San Fran is a beautiful city, man.
Man, I love San Fran.
Yeah.
When this stuff rolling, we're going to make some things happen in San Fran, Oakland area, for real.
Sounds good, man.
We're going to make that thing happen. Because this area is already popping for that. And it's a cultural city, and so they look for stuff like this. So, yeah, we're going to make that happen.
Okay.
Man, I'm so glad that we got a chance to catch up. This has been so refreshing. It's also been enlightening and educational, I hope, for people that have been watching. Anytime you got something that you're promoting that you want to promote, you can get on this platform, let me know, like, hey, bro, I got this, I want to promote this guy. Or, man, you want to let these comedians loose on here, man.
And I think that would be good for viewing too. Like, they have a lot of followers, so that's what I want to talk to you about, is getting those guys one-on-one, and I think it'll help everybody, you know?
Absolutely, man. I think that'll be fun, man. And I'll be honest with you. I'm going to fix this echo, whatever it is. I'm not sure what it is. But I'll have it resolved by our next podcast. But, man, listen. Those guys are crazy hilarious. So I'm just going to have to build up my walls so I'm on the floor laughing. Put a whole thing.
Absolutely.
Because all of them are hilarious, bro. And they're uniquely fun in their own way, man. And so I'm sure there'll be some great conversations. Pope, any final thoughts, bro?
Hey, man, I just want to say thanks for the invite, man. Very proud of you, man. And, man, look forward to working with you. And
it's
here
one
at
and
Carpe
done,
Diem Management, we seize the day.
Yeah, say less, Doc. Say less. We're going to make some things happen, dude. That's facts on paper, bro. For real. So listen, I salute you, King. I am constantly celebrating you, all the things that you and your wife are doing. You all are jewels, and you all making the home state look amazing. And so I celebrate you guys. Continue to keep doing what you're doing, man. And I am just one phone call away. We're going to make a lot of magic happen. I'm so excited about this reconnection, man. And so I look forward to connecting with you, bro. And let's schedule some time to chop up this week, man, and get some things knocked out. Get some things
Absolutely. I'll
moving.
shoot you my number, my direct number, man. Shoot it to you in the inbox.
Yes, sir. It's one and done. So, guys, listen. You can continue to follow Elton. He's on Facebook. But you can also go to his website, which is www.carpedmmanagement.com. It's been scrolling at the bottom of the screen this whole time. Go check him out. Check out some of the artists that he's working with. All of them are really, really dope. And for him to be able to attract those kinds of creators and develop them says, man, everything. Says everything. So that's a testament to your hard work, man, and things that you've produced already. So thank you, man, because we need this. We need to be laughing right up through here. Because if we don't laugh, we're going to burn all this shit down.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, man, you are a hero on so many levels, bro. You are saving lives out here, Doc. You really are, bro. Because if we don't laugh to get through this, bro, it is going to be problematic. It's going to be problematic. So thank you, man, for what you do, man. I appreciate you, man, and I look forward to connecting to you soon, brother.
Man, definitely, man. Thanks for the invite to us, man.
Yes, sir.
Right,
salute, bro.
Yes, sir. Salute to you, man.
Yes, sir. And ladies, that was Elton Pope. He's bomb.com, a good friend of mine. I'm so proud of him and everything that he's doing in the world of entertainment. So that's a part of our arts and entertainment series that we're constantly doing. The first series we had some A&R people, some people that work in the music industry, and this is just another layer of entertainment in the comedy arena. So hats off to Elton Pope. I salute you in Carpe Diem Management. Thank you guys for doing all the cool things you're doing in not just the state of Mississippi, but in the nation. You all are making people laugh, and man, that's healing. And I meant what I said, man. I meant what I said. If we're not laughing right up through here, I promise you, man, we'll be burning everything down. So hats off to you guys. You all are real life superheroes. And I salute you and I support you. Hey guys, this has been a Moments of Clarity. I appreciate your time, taking out your time on a Tuesday to come hang out with your boy. I so appreciate you. And I do apologize for some of the technical challenges that we have. We're going to have those things resolved before our next live on this coming Thursday. I have another artist that I'll be communicating with on Thursday, so stick around. I'll be sending some advertisement out about that. We're going to be talking about music, new music that he has out, new things he's working on. It's going to be dope. So follow your boy. Follow Elton Pope. He's on social media as well. I think it's Seize the Day. So go to his and follow him on Facebook. Follow all of the things that he's doing. He has a pool of talent that's freaking amazing. So definitely follow him and support him as he has events that are jumping off in wherever he is, whether it be Kentucky, whether it be West Coast, whether it be in Georgia, whether it be in Florida, wherever you see Carpe Diem, go support because you know the talent is going to be raw, it's going to be real, it's going to be relevant, and it's going to be hella funny. So go check it out. Kevin Prentice, I appreciate you for coming through, bro. Thank you for being a part of this conversation. Manuel Johnson, Darnell, all you guys, appreciate you. I salute you guys as well. You guys have a great rest of the day. Enjoy the balance of your day. And remember, stay positive, stay creative, and most importantly, people out in these streets, it's important that you stay clear. We'll see you next time.